Welcome to the Intergalactic House of Toys, episode 5. Today we're going to be talking about adventure people. They're basically the toys your parents would get you when they couldn't get you the Star Wars stuff. Particularly space adventure people. These guys are pretty cool. These came out in the around 1978 to the early 80s. They were kind of a first introduction of 3 3/4 inch action figures from Fisher-Price. They were kind of a stepping stone. I'm sure you all can remember this sound. Or if you really wanted to annoy your parents, there's that one. Now imagine hearing this in the middle of the night. Kind of creepy. They came in all kinds of different types and styles. In fact, what was kind of interesting is that the Star Wars line by Kenner actually was based off of many of these action figures. The only way you could get some of the rarest figures were in these 3-packs on card. These didn't come with any vehicles. And we had Brainoid, Opticon, and Alpha Pilot. These very cool stuff. They had many different types of characters and stuff that you could get. They even had secret things that you could do with the toys that a lot of people don't understand or didn't know about. For example, if you got the space shuttle and you got the Alpha Pilot, you could combine them together and you could make a starfighter. Now, part of the reason why Star Wars didn't use the Adventure People line is because Fisher-Price had a policy that they couldn't have any weapons or war-related things. And, of course, that wasn't going to fly with Star Wars, obviously. But they tried real hard, you know. Totally not Star Wars. Totally not Star Wars. I mean, I wouldn't think this was Star Wars, would you? I mean, you know. But hey, I think I probably would have liked the new Star Wars better if they would have included these characters. So look at this guy. He looks pretty happy. So this is Opticon. This is one of the most interesting ones of the line. He could fold out. He was kind of a precursor to the Transformers. Might have influenced. Although it doesn't really transform into much, it's kind of odd, but it kind of came out around the same time as like some of the other Star Wars robots, like 99 and 88 and such. So Opticon, kind of cool. Put it through the lens here. Ooh. Pretty cool, huh? This is Brainoid. He was kind of a homolization of multiple figures. And he's pretty rare. I've only been able to acquire 3 of them in my years of collecting. And finding one with a perfect chest plate and unclouded helmet is pretty cool. But this guy definitely was the main character in many adventures. Another rare gem in the collection was the Science Girl. She was an invisible girl and was one of the first to use this type of casting. It was seamless. makes the figures almost appear to glow, which was kind of a unique thing. It was the same type of casting was used later with the Tron figures. All in all, they were pretty simple toys, but the coolest thing about them is that kind of lets you use your imagination. The other interesting thing about them is that they were kind of designed to be taken apart to teach you how things are assembled and such. They made the screws so you could take the vehicles apart and mix and match things and try different types of ideas, which really enhance the playability. And the other thing too is they all came with these cool little holes where you could simulate kind of space flight or spacewalks, if you will, which I always thought was kind of a unique feature. But very cool toys, very cool to play with, very cool to collect. I advise any toy collector that it'd be nice to have a few of these. Plus, you could interact them with, your other Star Wars figures, and they display really well. Here's a shot of the Alpha Pilot. Pretty neat. Gave him a little sword there, That's one thing that's kind of a bummer about the line is they didn't come with a whole lot of accessories. I mean, come on, just look at this alien. I mean, isn't that the creepiest thing you've ever seen? Pretty cool though, pretty cool. Here's another carded example. Came with, I'm pretty sure these guys were just used to whip at each other. They didn't have very much movement. This is Clawtron. It's one of the rarer figures. His chest plate would always wear away. And this is the Commander. He usually played double duty as like your evil genius. Kind of like James Bond-ish. There's another look at all the wonderful figures. So yeah, these are pretty sweet. If you ever get a chance picking up, I would advise it because they're getting kind of rare. I do have some of these for sale at the Intergalactic House of Toys toy store on the bays. If anybody's interested in picking up some very nice examples. I know I've enjoyed collecting them, and I know you will too. And definitely great for doing different types of videos and adventures, and the playability can just last for years. In fact, they compete very well with many of the modern toys today, and very cool stuff.